Hello students, today we are going to begin chapter 9 of our political science class 12th textbook, Politics in India Since Independence. The chapter has been titled Recent Developments in Indian Politics, but now in the new syllabus, the topic of the chapter is changed to Indian Politics, Trends and Developments. So let us begin. These developments, new developments that have taken place in our Indian politics are complex, for various kinds of factors come together to produce unanticipated outcomes in the last 3 decades. These developments are also controversial, for these involve deep conflicts and we are still too close to the events. Now, there are a number of grappling questions that are asked when we are talking about these developments. What are the implications of the rise of coalitions for our democracy? What is mandalization all about? What is the legacy of the AYODHYA Ram Janam Bhoomi? What does the rise of new policy consensus do to the nature of political choices? So these are the various questions that these developments have brought up. While we study with these developments, we need to understand that the country witnessed 5 major changes, we can say, or major happenings that were to make a long-lasting impact on our politics. These happenings that happened, these incidents that happened, they made a long-lasting impact on our Indian politics. So let us study these 5 major developments and their long-lasting impact. These pictures tell you something? Yes, these pictures depict those 5 major happenings. The first one here is this map, which is telling us about the 1989 elections and how it changed the face of politics, Indian politics. Then we have the Mandalization or the Mandal Commission and what it did to the country. Then we have the Ayodhya incident, okay? And then finally, we have the assassination of one of the popular and more charismatic leader of the Congress party, that is Rajiv Gandhi. So let us study about them one by one. The first major development was the defeat of the Congress party in the 1989 elections. The party that had won as many as 415 seats in Lok Sabha in 1984 elections was reduced to only 197 seats in the 1989 elections. Although Congress improved its performance and came back to power in the midterm elections that were held in 1991, yet the elections of 1989 marked the end of Congress system. Congress system was where Congress was the sarve sarva, wahi sabse upar, sabse dominating party rehti thi. That was the Congress system. It remained the most important party and it ruled more than any other party, but it lost its centrality. So you can see this Amul ad which shows it is a Congress government. So Congress became less. The impact of Congress became less. Next issue that came up was the Mandal issue. Second development, we can call it, was the rise of the Mandal issue in national politics. This followed the decision by the new National Front government in 1990 to implement the recommendation of the Mandal Commission that jobs in central government should be reserved for other backward classes. This led a violent anti-Mandal protest in different parts of the country. This dispute between the supporters and opponents of OBC reservations was known as the Mandal issue and was to play an important role in shaping politics since 1989. You can see VP Singh here. He was the one who led the Mandal issue. It is called the Mandal Commission because it was named after the head of the commission, that is Mr. BP Mandal. That is why it is known as the Mandal Commission. A lot of riots and a lot of anti-Mandal protests were seen during this time, especially among the youth. Again, Amul has brought up a beautiful ad on it, which says, caste no bar, class no bar, Amul bar bar. So caste and class became a major feature of this Mandal Commission. The next issue that comes up in our 5 major developments was the economic policy. You can see this cartoon here by R.K. Lakshman, New Economic Policy Under Construction. So Manmohan Singh was the Minister for Finance. He was saying risky hai, but difficult, yes. But once we reach there, all our worries will be over. Think of that. Reach where? Reach here. Welcome to prosperity. So your development ho raha hai, change ho raha hai, loan, NRI and all these kind of things, foreign capital. And that is why this girl is saying that she is not very clear of how it will make a difference to politics, especially if everyone has the same policy. But then that is what they are trying to build. They are trying to build a new policy so that they can reach prosperity. So let us know more about this new economic policy. This was followed by various governments took a radically different turn. This is known as the initiation of the structural adjustment program or the new economic reforms. Started by Rajiv Gandhi, these changes first became very visible in 1991 and radically changed the direction that the Indian economy had pursued since independence. These policies have been widely criticized by various movements and organizations, but the various governments that came to power in this particular period have continued with these policies. Although they criticized it, they did not like them, but then these policies have continued to be followed. The next issue that came up was the AYODHYA dispute. Another issue which brought in a lot of riots and protests in the country. A number of events culminated in the demolition of the disputed structure of Ayodhya, known as Babri Masjid, in December 1992. This event symbolized and triggered various changes in the politics of the country and intensified debates about the nature of Indian nationalism and secularism. These developments are associated with the rise of Bharatiya Janata Party and the politics of Hindutva. So this event gave rise to the Bharatiya Janata Party and also brought in a lot of protests, especially amongst the Hindus and the Muslims, because of the dispute of the Babri Masjid and the Ram temple. And it also questioned, like I've said before, secularism. Well, the next issue or the final issue which changed the face of Indian politics was the death of Rajiv Gandhi. Rajiv killed in explosion, as you can read in this journal heading. He was murdered or he was killed in a bomb explosion in Sri Lanka. Let us know some more about it. So the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi in May 1991 led to a change of leadership in the Congress party. He was assassinated by a Sri Lankan Tamil linked to the LTTE, that is Liberation of Tamil Tigers alum, when he was on an election tour in Tamil Nadu. In the election of 1991, Congress emerged as the single largest party following Rajiv Gandhi's death, because that was sympathy votes that he got, that the party got, because Rajiv Gandhi had died. And Rajiv Gandhi was a very popular leader, like his mother Indira Gandhi. He was also a very popular leader. The party chose Narasimha Rao as the prime minister. So Congress again came to power, and in 1991 elections after his death, and PV Narasimha Rao became the prime minister of the country. So these were the 5 major developments that happened during from 1999, and in those terms, this is just a picture to show you the leadership in Congress made many headlines of various leaderships that happened. This is 1996 elections, then this is again 1995. You can see in 2001 she had died by that time, so the Congress was missing a leader. And then Manmohan Singh, he also ruled. So you can see the political magazines, they had come up with various pictures of prime ministers and leaderships of the Congress. There is so much more to know about the recent trends that have happened in Indian politics, and so it will not suffice in one single video. I'll present more videos as time comes, and hope you like this video and you understand what has been given over here. It is as per your CBSE NCERT textbook. So go through it and understand it well. It will help you in your exams. Thank you very much.